Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Cliff here, Fox Outdoors. It is a tad bit warm. Sorry for the disheveled state. I just got done watering my garden in the last, literally had about 30 minutes to water as much as I physically could. Ain't no ladies here yet, Rob, unless you're counting you and me. Aside from that, just us gents here. Oh, and there's one of the ladies. Good evening, Grace. How's it going? Good to see you. Thank y'all for joining me today. Good evening, Daniel and Tiffany. How's it going? As I was saying earlier, apologies for the disheveled state. I just got done watering all of my plants, or at least try to. Well, Rob, stop going into the ladies' room. This is, oh man, I got slobber on me. I'm also sweating my brains out right now. Rob's over there doing creepy things. That's why the ladies flee. Ooh. But anyways, how is everybody doing today? Hope all is well. It is freaking hot here. Ooh, Deb, evening. You're here early. What's the occasion? And I am doing rather well. I'm freaking sweating my brains out right now. I'm literally just ran inside not 6 minutes ago trying to get this thing up and running so I could get this live going. Was going to try to be here on time, but watering took a little bit more precedent than getting on the live because I had a lot of plants out there that were kind of drooping, and I'd rather not lose any more plants this year. I've already lost a few as it is. Because you need the money and bills don't pay themselves. Ooh, yeah, haven't we got to like 93 today, Daniel? It wasn't, but I was also inside of a freaking building that's got jack squat shitty air conditioning, so I'm like sweating like a pig right here. I think that was from when I was blowing my nose. I'm trying to dry this, it's bugging me. All right, that should hopefully dry itself in a few minutes. No. Yeah, but the weird thing about my weather today is it was 93, but it's been like weird cloudy. Like there's just been this weird gray haze over the state the entire day. It still managed to get to 93, which was driving me nuts. But it is what it is. Hopefully, you stayed inside the day, Daniel, and you weren't outside doing yard work. Because, trust me, I've done yard work in 107-degree heat. It is not fun. Oh, nice. Congrats, Deb. I got dirt on me somehow. Standing up watering plants, I got dirt on me. I don't even know how. I physically cannot explain it. I just have dirt on me. There's no way that can be from all the way from Nebraska because I'm like 4 states away from you. No way. That can't possibly be true. I've seen what the stuff from like Arizona when they had the Arizona wildfires, which burned like a quarter of Arizona, but that was that was Arizona. That's like the next state over. You guys are like Canada. We'll find out. We'll figure that out. I'll ask Obstacle when he gets in if he has like a gray smoky haze over there this year. If he does, then I can believe it's from Canada. But if it's from Canada, there is no way because I'm like 5 states away from Canada. Especially, let's see, Manitoba is what? Oh shit, Manitoba wildfires. Let's see, Manitoba is, Jesus Christ, it's over there by Lake Ontario, North Dakota, Winnipeg. Let's see here. That would put me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 states away. And unless the whole of Manitoba is burning, I don't think I'll be able to see the fires down here, but I guess it really just depends on which way the wind is blowing. Doesn't give me shit about the wildfire, though. There we go. Let's see. Categories. State of emergency. Smoke blowing toward the U.S. Doesn't really give me any actual information on this. Useless ass Google. That's gray there as well. Okay, then maybe it could be part of the part of that. Yeah, that's why I still do a lot of stuff by myself. I grow on my. I try to grow as much as I can, and soon I'm going to be. Hey, speak of the devil. Hey, Obstacle. Quick question for you. Is it gray and hazy over there in Golden? Because it's been like hazy gray here all day long. And I want to know if that's because of fires or just funky weather. Huh, interesting. And he's more north than I am. So he'd be getting it first if that was the case. So sunny and beautiful. So I don't know. I just got weird gray, hazy weather all day. That is very strange. Very strange. I wonder where Jason and Molly are. Colin may or may not be on here because he's doing other things with his new location, assuming that he got it. I don't care about JV anymore. Nice. Rip Curl Readiness, good evening. Good to see you. Long time no see also. How are you doing? How is the weather in your neck of the woods? Which I can't remember where that is at. I apologize. Takes me a while to remember where everybody's at. Got to be here more often than once, but once every now and then, so I can remembers. Deb needs a new tablet. Good evening, Cecilia. How's it going? Again, folks, I was running a little late today. Got off of work rather early, but I had to go eat, so I decided to go eat at my usual place, which I couldn't do yesterday due to a small family emergency. Also got off of work really late, so that kind of sucked. And then, yeah, by the time I got done eating, got home, went to the grocery store, came back and watered my plants. I had like 40 minutes to water as many plants as I physically could, which takes a while when you have a lot of plants that you have to deep soak due to the fact that they got. Oh yeah, no, it was nothing significant. Like I said, it was a small family emergency. Nothing, nobody got injured, nothing like that. It was just an inconvenience of self. So I had to play a locksmith. But anyways, that aside, yeah, I had to sit there and know how to water my sunflowers this morning, or when I got back from work, which takes about 10-15 minutes to water them decently. Plus, at the same time, I got to pick out all the unwanted flavors of plant life that are growing in there. Southern Oregon. And today it's supposed to come down in the mid-70s. Man, you got mild weather. I'll take that all day long, man. My plants are dying over here. We hit 93. TD Knives and Adventures, he hit 107 today, but that's about standard for Arizona where he's at. And it's just going to get worse. We're not even in the hottest month of the year yet. Daniel's expecting, what, probably 115, 120? I'm expecting around 105, maybe 110 this year. It's going to be a warm one. I may or may not have a random bug on me here and there because, like I said, I was outside watering. For good now. All right, that spot is almost gone. I can kind of see a little bit of it. Ooh, 86. I'll take 86 over 93. 7-degree difference. That's almost like a whole decade's worth of time difference. But yeah, got a tad bit warm today. So as of right now, all of my plants are doing really good except for my carrots. My carrots did not take to seed, like just did not take off this year. I got some here and some there, but I planted 2 very large sections of carrots, and I have like a handful growing in each spot. And they started off strong, and all of them just died. Like I said, I have a handful in one spot. It's like 1.5 feet by like 3 feet wide, or 3 feet long by 1.5 feet wide. 3 feet wide by 1.5 feet long. I guess, I don't know. It's really hard to say because I have it in a, so the way I have it set up is my bed goes this way. I have plants on this side, and then I divided sections. So I have like a section here that goes about this far, and that's all carrots and nothing. Like I have like 4 or 5 growing. I had in the spot in front of it, I had like 9, 12 bell peppers. Yeah, I had like 9 bell peppers growing and nothing. Like all of a sudden now I only have like 3 growing in that spot, and like 2 weeks ago I had 9. So I'm losing bell peppers left and right, but I got bell peppers growing in other spots that are actually doing pretty good. They're in a slightly shadier areas. Oh, that was, sorry for the pointy weird eyebrow. Okay, there we go. But anyways, yeah, I've got a couple of bell peppers still growing in some other spots that are doing fairly well. So hopefully those will take off, and I can replant in those other areas. I'll have like 9 or 10 bell pepper plants when I'm done. Ooh, Deb got, I'm just going to start posting these comments since I got them on here. Air conditioner, nice. Let's see. Oh, shit. Hopefully he didn't, yep, wrong one. There we go. Hopefully nothing broken. Hope he's doing well. I hope it was just a minor fall. Nice. Obstacle took the quad out, hit some trails up in Como. Still a little snow. Nice. Dang, snow still up there in almost July? Sorry, June? I'm not even in July yet. That has nothing to do with the doctor if I'm doing it in a shady spot. That's thing to look out for the whoop whoop. Oh, that's good. Nothing broken. So hopefully just maybe some bruising and hopefully not even that, to be honest. I hope he's doing all right. Deb's laughing at Rod. Let's see. So carrots didn't fare well this year. I have lost a few of my bean plants, but also replanted those. And I lost most of those due to the frost back in late April, like the third week of April, which really kicked my butt. I was not expecting it. And so I lost a few plants there, but I replanted them. Everything's already starting to pop up now. I had to replant some pinto beans because the first set that I planted did absolutely nothing. So I'm hoping that the second set will do something, and if not, I will replant again. I might have to go to the store and buy a brand new bag of pinto beans just so I can plant some. I got pinto beans everywhere. I got some pinto beans somewhere for my own stuff, but I don't know where I put them. But I only had like 15 of them that I was able to save. So I don't know about doing my pinto beans this year. Everything else so far seems to be doing spectacularly well. I've got 3 random heads of lettuce that are doing phenomenal despite the heat. Normally by now they would have already started to bolt. And I've got 1 lettuce head. It's mostly leaves. It's not an actual head like round head. It's just open leaf, but that thing's about, I don't know, almost a foot wide. Looks really good. I'll do a short video on it tomorrow before when I get home. That way you guys can see what I'm talking about. And then I got another one that's going in with my beans. And my squashes are doing fantastic. They're looking super healthy. And I'm also thinking next year, just due to the way I planted them, I'm only going to plant like 3 or 4 in the pot. I got 8 of them in this fairly tall planter. It's like an 8 or 10-inch deep planter by like 16 inches wide by like 8 inches wide, or 16 inches long by 8 inches wide. Is a deep planter. Like it's a good sized planter. Let me see if I can find it. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Assuming I can find it, since Lowe's has like 80,000 different planters. Might take me a minute to find these. If I find a similar one, I'll show that one off instead, because majority of the styles over there are somewhat the same. I'm sad to say. I legitimately might actually not be able to find this, which is really weird, because I know I bought them at Lowe's. Only place that has them. Home Depot does not carry that particular planter. I'm of course, when I need to find a planter to show you guys, I can't find it. When I'm not looking for stuff to show you guys, I can find it. Is that it? Negative. It might actually physically be easier for me just to walk outside and get the damn planter. Because I'm on like page 4 now. Well, not really a page, but I'm still trying to find it for you guys. So what do y'all recommend? Should I just go outside and get the planter to show you? Put a 1 in the comments if you want me to get it. Put a 2 in there if you don't really care. And I'll keep scrolling for a minute, and then I'll go check the comment sector to see what the verdict is. Ooh, they got a galvanized one? What? I want that. That'll be great for the strawberries. No, is that it? Yes, it is plastic, and it is actually fairly thick plastic, so I don't have to worry about the thing cracking. Unlike some of my other ones, I busted one of my long rectangular ones, so I pushed it with my foot, and it split like halfway down the center end of it, and I was like, ooh, that sucked. So I'm going to have to replace that one next year. I've already busted one of them. I tripped on it a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, was not too happy. Nope, that is not it. All right, let's check what we got. 1/2. They're not. I mean, they're not super heavy. It's a standard plastic pot, but they're fairly thick. So I'm gonna say they're durable. I'd probably say each one weighs about maybe 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds per planter. Obstacle, don't care. No, I have not grown Fatali peppers. No, I direct sow mine. Uh, I direct sow everything, and then I just saturate the heck out of the dirt. And I usually cover it with mulch so the dirt stays wet long enough for the beans to hatch. So I usually only have to water like maybe 2 to 3 more times before they actually start popping out of the ground. So as long as I keep them nice and wet, they pop quick. I can usually get them within 4 to 7 days. And yes, I know a lot of people do. Technically, they'll soak their beans for roughly 24 hours and then they'll plant them. I don't do that. I don't have the time or patience to do it, or the space to currently do it. So I just direct sow before it gets too hot, and then I just make sure I really water. I've seen the so. All right, so Rob, it is 1 New York rat wide, 2 New York rats tall, and about 4 New York rats long. That is not a garden planter. Stop giving me the option to rotate things. You don't need them. Still attempting to try to find it. Oh, I found it. Haha, there we go. Found that sucker. All right, let's do this, because it won't give me the actual thing. Let's see if this takes me. All right, piss off. I already have them. So here's what we're looking at. I will do this so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. Share screen. So this is the planter. I got 4 of these, and I planted. So there are the dimensions. The bottom of it's not 19 inches. It's like 17 and some change. But yeah, 16 inches tall. It's a fairly tall planter. As you can see, there's a planter with the plants in it. I mean, it's a good sized planter, a good sized planter. A little expensive, but it's a heavy duty plastic. If you're planning on growing really big plants in there, I do recommend just slightly under the ridge, under the lip right here, drilling a hole both sides and running like a piece of string or some wire, and then kind of locking it at the end. Or if you want, you can run a piece of like 1/4 inch or 1/8 inch all thread and just put a washer or a nut at the end of it to keep it from spreading out. Because I've noticed with planters like this, no matter how sturdy they are, the edges, like the center of it right here, always tends to bow out. So you get a really funky shaped oval square. And whatever you do, do not follow the directions for this punch out. I've done that before and cracked a planter. If you're going to do it, put something around the hole, like a piece of PVC. That way when you punch it, you've got most of the punch out here doesn't tend to crack it, because I've done that before and I've split one of my pots. I was not happy. But for me, I just drill them out. I just take a flat hole drill and not a spade bit. I have a set of wood coring bits. They're like the flat round ones. I just have like a little center point. Works similar to like a chisel bit. There we go. Jesus. And then I just drill them out that way. I usually use one that's roughly about the same size as the drain punch, or slightly bigger depending on what I'm putting in it. But yeah, there's the planter. And again, the bottom is not 19.2 inches. If the top is 19 inches, the bottom can't be a 19 inches. That's like 17 and maybe 17.2, 17.3. I got a couple of those, but yeah, last year, this is not, ooh. Let's see, chickpeas 1 year, I was soaking them overnight and ended up eating 3 days because of that happening. Planted a handful of ones that sprouted. Good evening, Mike Gold. Hello, welcome to the channel. 2 cups, that's not too bad. Probably would have had more had you not forgotten about the chickpeas soaking in the water. Hey, Pappy, how's it going? Good to see you. How's everything going today? Windy in Mass. Garden is slow this year. I feel you on that one. Mine's slowing down because of the heat mainly. So I've been kind of desperately trying to keep my plants watered. I got to work on getting my watering system set up so I can just turn it on and let the timer do what it needs to do. I can just run a hose out to wherever I need to and hook it up to the system and just run them that way. Probably end up tripping over water lines, but yeah, it'll be what it'll be. I can always dig them in the ground if absolutely necessary. But yeah, so in those planters I literally planted 10 plants. Should not have done that. I really shouldn't have done it. But I didn't. I wanted to see how well that planter will hold out. If I can get 10 plants solidly growing in that size planter, I might do it again next year. I might do peas in there. I mean, not peas, but beans. I might just set beans and have them grow up on the fence. So we'll see how it works out this year. If I lose 3 or 4 plants in there, it's going to be what it's going to be. This is basically an experiment. It's a growing experiment to see what I can do in those planters. I know usually for squash plants, they have a fairly large root system. But I figure as long as I water it every other day, give it a little bit of nutrients here and there, I think I should be fine. But definitely next year, I don't think I'm going to put more than 3 or 4 plants in there. I don't think my planter can handle it. And I'll do them staggered so they're not all straight in a row competing with each other. So do like 2 kind of offset on one side, or I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do them offset. So it'll be like 1 here and then like 1 here. Oh, I do talk to my plants. I tell them how much they suck. I tell them how much I want them to grow. I also yell at the ants that are trying to eat holes in my plants, along with the baby grasshoppers. I already did see one baby praying mantis today. That dude was like this big. Like, I kid you not. A couple of millimeters at best. One of the reasons why I seen him is because I watered my plants and he fell off the plant. Yeah. So I did answer your question, but I did not know you disappeared. I assumed you just ignored me, but that'll help that one. That works for that. So no, I have not actually grown the Fatalis. I have some seeds somewhere in a seed pack that I got from I think JP Peppers. I got some Fatali seeds. I kind of know the Fatali. I've seen it before. It's a fairly spicy pepper, but just in my area, I haven't grown them. I'm still learning and working on growing more varieties of hot peppers. Uh, at this point, I've pretty much perfected growing jalapenos. I don't even struggle with those anymore. I did the first year I tried them. I couldn't get jalapenos for jack squat. But I've been doing them. This is my 3rd year now, so I'm doing really good on those. Bell peppers kind of hit and miss on me, but for the most part, I can get bell peppers. I am still extraordinarily hit or miss on the habaneros and the reapers. I got a bunch of habaneros planted. We'll see if I get anything from that. I got like a 2-foot wide by 2.5-foot square. I guess 2.5 by 2-foot growing spot. So we'll see if I get anything off of them this year. I'm hoping to at least get 3 plants and maybe something hot off of them. That way I can at least get some seeds for next year, because I'm pretty much, I mean, I've got like 4 more packs of seeds. I just don't want to use all my seed packets. Unless it's an absolute emergency, I'd rather just keep going with the stuff that I have. This way, in a few years, everything that I grow will be heirloom. God, that took me a second. Because almost everything I'm growing now, those are all heirloom seeds. Give me just a second, folks. All right, back. Tired of sitting on my keys. No, I'm not changing my underwear. Had to take care of some other business. Because I know people on here don't like to hear me sniffle or snort. It is what it is. It's a bodily function. But anyways, I just went to take care of cleaning out the lung filter. We're trying not to die over here. So the really so here's an interesting bit of information for you guys. So I know I showed it off before. Is that little green tent fan that I bought, that battery operated one, 10,400 milliamps. That's got that built-in flashlight. And it also comes with the comes with this little funky remote that I know darn well works off of a very shitty camera battery. But yeah, I've got that thing set up on the ceiling on a hook. That's probably shit 4 feet above me from sitting. From like the top of my head, it's like 4 feet high. 4 feet above me, maybe five. Nah, 4 feet. And I can actually feel it. I got it on high, and I can actually feel it blowing air down on me. Now, you definitely want to go to Grand Lake and go get some trout or some big mouth out there. Actually, what's out there right now? Big mouth? Or, sorry, largemouth? It's too late in the season for trout. Yeah, well, you might find the rainbows. But yeah, no, I would go fishing. Sprinkler system can wait. That's what a hose is for. No, I'm saying fish. At least that'll give you some food to eat. Can't eat a sprinkler system. Yeah, trout, rainbows, and browns. Ah, the good old classic brown trout. Also known as a trouser trout. Nah, you just got to cast out really far. Get you one of those sorry, not surf cat, shore casting ones. You just launch them out there into like the middle of nowhere. Get you one of those like a CO2 launchers and just launch your lure out into the middle of the lake. See what you get. Hopefully you got enough line on there, because if not, you're going to shoot your lure. Your line's going to snap. Your lure's just going to keep going, and then it's going to sink to the bottom, which would be absolutely hilarious, but also not hilarious, but at the same time hilarious. Surf fishing, that's what it is. Surf fishing. Yeah, my sinuses are being weird now. I was doing good. I was doing good. I'm pretty sure Jason and Molly said they were going to be here today. I'm not going to pester them. I'm not like somebody else. If I don't show up within like 10 minutes, they're like, "Where are you? Where are you? Are you coming?" Yeah, I've seen that dude. He freaking, yeah, but he's also flopping around like a 10-foot fishing pole that almost looks like it has no give. And he's probably chucking a good 4 to 5 ounce weight out there. Oh, nice. Did Molly say hi? Did I really miss it? Oh, it was in the thing when I was, okay, so I did miss it. Apologies. It's when I was looking at the other page for the planters. Good evening, Molly. My apologies. I did not know you snuck in. Thank you for letting me know, Cecilia. Much appreciated. And my camera's being weird for some reason. I don't know why it's blurry. I'm not drinking yet. That's about where it normally is. See, just to prove, like, that is my pepper packet. Those are habaneros, 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 and that is dead ass. There's nothing in it. I have zero plantage. I don't know if you can actually. Oh shite! I just blinded myself. Sorry. Oh, that was way brighter than I was expecting it to be. I just swept my floor. How is whatever? I don't even care. Let's see. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there is not a single seed in this packet. Not a single seed. That sucker is empty, empty, empty. I have like, I think 2 more of these particular packets, and then I have a mixed packet that's like yellow, blue, and I'm sorry, yeah, yellows, reds, and orange. And then I've got my super dried Peter Pepper, and by super dry I mean extra dry. It does have seeds in it. Yeah. I don't even know if you'd be able to pick the sound up of that, because they're pretty quiet. Right? Sudden dramatic impact from above. Fish is like, oh, I'm just having a wonderful day, swim with my family. Bam! Knocked out. My guess is Jason's probably eating dinner before he sneaks up, or he's gonna wait until the next live starts and then go from there. But yes. So yeah, like I said, I've got a couple more. It just sucks that it's 100 days. That's like 4.5, 5 months. 4.5 months. 3 months is 90. Plus another 10. So yeah, 3.5 months. It's basically the entirety of summer. I love that it says it's the hottest of all. It's not the hottest of all. It's a habanero. And then you got the scorpions. And then there's the Trinity. You got the Trinidads. You've got the habanero like on the medium end for the heat level. Yeah, I just direct so. We'll see what happens. So yeah, I've got these also planted outside on the fence on the No, you don't want to see me in a bikini. I've got like one hair right here that's just bugging me. Where's it at? I've actually got some seeds for that somewhere. The rippers are hot as heck. See, I knew I would have a bug in here somewhere. Dead bug. Just got that off my shirt. I probably have a few more crawling around on me. Now, which peppers are you talking about there, Daniel? I have, yeah, like I said, somewhere I have a packet of Scotch bonnets. Nope, it's not that packet. I don't know, I've got them somewhere. Oh, the Reapers. Yeah, Carolina Reapers are hot ones. Then you have the, oh God, there's another one that's even hotter than the Reaper. And I'm drawing a blank. And I do watch a lot of the pepper community too, which is throwing me off big time. There's the ghost pepper. That's a pretty hot one. You got the habaneros, the Reapers, bonnets. Yeah, the Scotch bonnets look funny. They look like little pumpkins. Kind of, sort of, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they look like weird little pumpkins. Aha! Glad I remembered that one. Or like a really funny squash. Yeah, I was trying to grow Carolina Reapers one time, and I did not succeed. Ended up losing every seed in the pack. But again, my main wasn't growing peppers. My main was just growing random veggies. So it's taken me a while to learn how to grow peppers decently. I don't start them indoors, which I probably should. Last season, I started a whole bunch of peppers indoors and transplanted them. Lost half of my transplants. The surviving plants just produced like crazy. That's another one. I got you here, Pappy. Check this out. Cherry peppers. I got a couple of them in here. Not a lot, a couple of them. These are just the ones off my plant last year. But most of these, I'm going to send like 3 of these to Jason and Molly. But yeah, I've got some good cherry peppers here. 100% dry, and I've just been keeping them in this jar to keep them from getting moldy. And yes, this is a mason jar with the proper lid. And yes, it is covered in dust because that's how long it's been sitting over here. And I just keep this I don't keep it super tight, just kind of keep it hand tight. But yeah, I got a couple of those in there, and I've already actually got a whole bunch growing out in the garden. I have about 8 or 10 of these already popped up. Last year I had one plant that gave me most of these guys. But I did want to grow more this year. Because I didn't actually get to try any last year because I saved them I dried them out to save them for the seeds. So I had seed stock. Yeah, Pepper X. Yeah, Rob, they're always coming out with new hotter blends of peppers because they keep crossbreeding species of peppers to make an even hotter one. Because you got to figure there's not just one species of habanero or, say, Carolina Reaper. It says Carolina Reaper, but there could be like 4 or 5 different strains of Carolina Reaper depending on where you grow them. So if you crossbreed, the hottest 2 strains of Carolina Reaper, you're going to get something a lot hotter. Which is why, I'll tell you this right now, which is why nobody grows hot peppers and bell peppers next to each other. Because of the fact that they will somehow cross-pollinate, and you will basically get a median between the two. So yes, if you say you have scorpion peppers and you grow them next to bell peppers, you're going to have a spicy bell pepper that's going to be roughly jalapeno heat level, and then you're going to have a scorpion pepper that's going to be slightly above jalapeno. So it might be like habanero or ghost pepper or yellow ghost somewhere in there, or maybe like an arabibi or Scotch bonnet somewhere in there. But yeah, if you cross pollinate certain things next to each other, you will get a very funky blend. Oh, I know a guy that eats reapers constantly, and then pays the consequences later. But yeah, I've been trying to do yellow ghosts for like the last 3 years, and I have not gotten a single hot one. I don't know what it is. I think I need to just change up where I grow it or how I'm growing it. Yeah, well, figured out. Well, again, it's cultivation, and you grow from the hottest pepper, and you only know it's the hottest pepper after you've eaten some of it. Pick the seeds, grow from there, and you just keep repeating the process until you get an astronomically hot pepper. Freaking nose is tickling me. It's the same with anything. So if you want a really, really hot pepper, what you do is you start plucking off the peppers from a pepper plant, and you leave one or two on there. Those two peppers on there are going to absorb all of the capsaicin from the plant as it grows, and those will end up being the two hottest peppers that you will grow. I have grown jalapenos that are twice as hot as a jalapeno should be. I'm talking like Thai dragon chili hot, which is not a very hot pepper. It's a small pepper that's got a good amount of heat, but I've had jalapenos up on that heat level. Like these ones here, I know that was going to be a hot one because that one had, it's going to be hard to see, but that little brown stripe right there actually went down to about this finger here. And that was a scarring stripe, and there's another one on the backside you can see there. Usually when you get peppers that scar like that, or the stretch marks, those are usually the hotter ones. Yes, that is exactly the problem. Facial tolerance is fine. Back side of the body, back half, no. Ha 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 ha. If there is ever a way I'm able to cultivate peppers and I get a super hot one, I will shit you not, Rob, just for you, I will name that the Komodo dragon pepper. Well, I don't know about bioengineered, but you can crossbreed strains to get different strains and then work from there. It's like everything else. You crossbreed. I mean, a tomatillo is not normal. That is a crossbreed of a tomato and what is it? I want to say okra or tomato and something else. Ah, interesting. All right, good to know. Did not know that. And see, I thought it was Americans that just like to suffer making these stupid, ridiculous hot peppers. Us and Japan or China. Is it Japan or China that does the green shit that's really hot? My brain just shut off. I don't know what it's called anymore. Oh my god. It's not kimchi. It's, oh my god. I forgot the name of it. Thank you. Thank you, Rob. That's the one. Wasabi. Because that's just basically ground up peppers and green shit. And yeah, that stuff's hotter than heck. Yeah. Everybody's telling me wasabi. Yeah, like I said, my brain is, I'm toast. Like the last few days, I wore myself out on Tuesday, wore myself out on Wednesday. Thursday, I was outside for only like 4.5, 5 hours, but I was done after that. Ah, yeah, you're right. Yeah, wasabi it's a root from a plant. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'm sorry, I couldn't remember what it was. Like I said, it's been a long day. Yeah, I need to buy some ginseng at the store and see if I can't propagate it and grow it. Because if I can grow ginseng, I can make some money. Thanks for joining the party, Grace. 2 hours later. Ooh, I can earn $25. What? Nice. I'm actually doing pretty good on this one. Got 10 people in here. Think I was at 11 at one point, but no worries. Hopefully tonight's chat has been entertaining. We will most likely continue this on the next one. I just trying to keep one decent garden topic chat on a short time frame. That way I have a little bit better replayability on it. Oop, look, there's my 11. Nice. I will be doing a second live here in about 4 to 5 minutes. Might take me about 6 just to get it set up, but it shouldn't take me too long. I'm pretty quick at getting these going. But do stick around, folks. That is the more open topic chat for gardening. Any questions you've got, more or less outdoor chats. Also, that is when the spicy beverages start on this end. And those of you who do partake in a spicy beverage, Rob, I know, is one of them. Unfortunately, he can't do it because he's at work. But it was nice having him up here on Thursday. And Rob, I gotta say, man, Thursday, I was actually laughing while you were on here because when I worked for GameStop, I worked with a lady from the UK, and we always gave her flack for it, but it was funny hearing it again because I haven't heard it in person in a long while. Is the word HDMI? I know you didn't say HDMI, but it's the H, like HECH, instead of just saying H. It's the H, like you hate yourself. That one had me going. I was enjoying it. Like, I know it's just the accent, the Queen's English accent versus American English accent, but it's still one of my favorite ones. I gotta love HDMI or HCP. HCP. Ah, itchy. So it's nothing against you, Rob. It just, like I said, I was having a blast because I hadn't heard that in so long. Because we don't usually get a lot of Brits on here like that pop up on the actual lives in the panel. So kudos, brother. Thumbs up on that one. You like the HCP? It's driving me nuts. I don't know where to stick stuff anymore. I have stuff everywhere. I got too much stuff everywhere. I've got like a 2-bedroom house worth of stuff in 1 bedroom. And I still can't afford to move out anywhere. But yeah. Oop, down to 3.5 minutes. And missed. Damn bugs. Butter. Yeah, like the word butter. You don't add a T, you just add a second U. And a D. In it. That's another one. I could keep going on this one. There's a lot of them that are like hilarious just to hear them, especially when you hear them with the British accent or like the UK accent or whatever. Oh man, some of them words are gold, gold. I tell you. But all right, folks, we are getting close to that time for shutting this particular live down. If you do want to continue this, please join me on the next one. Should be going up and running in the next, I don't know, probably less than 5 minutes. Because this one will be done. I'm going to go get my beverages while it's loading, and then we will get started from there. But we're down to the last, Ba'awada. There's no T in there. It's just it's a D. There's another one that they can't say. And it's, oh my God. Even I have a hard time saying it. And I'm American English versus British English or UK English. And there's one, it's like almost impossible. Oh, purple burglar alarm. I gotta get Rob on here to say purple burglar alarm. He's gonna die trying to say it. because if you Google or Google purple burglar alarm and then watch the video, you'll sit there and die laughing. That guy literally cannot say it. But anyways, folks, all right, we got like 15 seconds. I'm going to get ready to shut her down. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up on the way out. Like, share, and subscribe if you haven't. And share this out with friends and family. We will get the next segment going here just briefly. So, yeah, catch you guys on the next one. Join me over there, and we can have a little bit more entertainment along with drinking. Catch you guys on the next one. It's going to be Fox It Outdoors. Sign